when I, had that meeting with the genetic counselor at 17, that was one of like the big heavy hitters was, the life expectancy and then, the ability to create life too. So I like at that point, I was like, I'm never even considering kids, like never getting married, nothing. Like it's going to be me because I don't want to put this on anyone else. Like it was me having just an immense amount of wanting to be as independent as possible, not to give this pain, because I just was having so much pain during that time. I didn't want to give that to anyone else. So at this point, like there are other options available. It may not be what you had expected, but that is definitely a huge, huge factor and something that, because I did envision my life, having a family and children. I come from a big family myself and was so lucky to grow up with my cousins too. So family has just been such a staple in my life. So, under like getting that further clarification on how serious VEDS and pregnancy is put together dramatically changed my view. So, for a while I was like, absolutely no marriage, no kids, nothing for me. I'm just going to get like 25 dogs. So I now, a little bit more open, definitely a little bit more open. But probably for me personally, I know my choice is I would not be okay carrying the child. Like I would be so anxious. I'd be so worried that, that something would go wrong. So for me, maybe looking into fostering or adopting. Recently, my cardiologist, was trying to be nice and because was asking, this is my first appointment with him, is asking, hey, like, are you interested in having, children maybe along the way? Because, I could definitely, link you with someone who, works with like emergent pregnancies. And I'm like, no, like I'm fine. And he's like, oh, okay, but like, do you know that, there are other options? Like we do gene editing here. And I'm like, yeah, but also like the practical side of me is like, insurance doesn't cover that. That's probably very, very expensive. He's like, yeah. And so, but there is options, like there's the ability to, take the VEDS gene out. And so for me, I'm definitely open to exploring options. It's not my number one top priority for me, but I definitely have reached the point where I'm like, like I don't think that chapter in my life is completely like canceled. I think that's something that I am open to start writing and a little bit exploring with that. Which again, I think for me, it's all about that, time to grieve and time to reach some level of acceptance from that 17-year-old being like, nope, it's just going to be me and my dogs and I'm going to be great. And I'm still probably going to get a bunch of dogs and I have a dog. But I think I am way more open to that possibility because, I'm an aunt, which it's my favorite role in the whole universe. And I just see how amazing it is to bring more team members into our family for sure. So, so that one, I've reached a level of, okay, like I'm okay with looking at options. It's not completely just, no, I don't want to learn or see anything about it, that topic. So for me, I'm definitely like at that stage of, I'm open,
Yeah.
definitely open.
Wonderful. Yeah. I know there are a lot of different options for people who still want to have a family and plan to have a family. And I love
Yeah.
that, I know like I've never wanted kids. And when I found out I had VEDS, it was like, okay, I still don't want kids.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
being open to that possibility, if you ever
Yeah. And
wanted them,
yeah, I agree. And, everyone, you have to make the right decision for you for sure. If someone with VEDS is like, what, I think I can do this. I think I can handle that pregnancy, all power to you. for me, my decision's a little bit different, and I think that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we all handle it differently. And I don't know that there's really a wrong answer.
No, I don't think so either.
Thank you, Grace.